Hey beautiful people, how's it going? I wanted to make a video since I got a distilled water machine for the first time. When was it? It came a few days ago now. I had been using zero water, which is 0 ppm, but now I'm finally bought. I got around to buying, with the little extra money I'm making now, a distilled water machine, which is rocking and rolling right now, as you guys can see, and it's making that beautiful sound. And it's pouring into my glass jug. It's going to take, depending on how much I put, I didn't put enough to put 4 litres, but yeah, that's going to take a while to make. Oh, I've also got a magnet underneath it, so I'm structuring it right, distilled water, and also the window's open, so I'm going to put it outside, and it's going to get lots of sunlight to structure it quicker, so it's very powerful, and yeah, I finally got it. It's an upgrade, I feel, from the zero water, which is 0 ppm too. It's a bit more powerful, and it's so amazing. It's so amazing, and distilled water, to me, what it does, and my experiences have told me that, experiences have taught me that, it just goes in the body, and what it does is it's like a pulling magnet. It gets in there and it pulls out all the crap that shouldn't be in there. Crap in the blood, crap that's deeper in the blood if you fast on it, especially, but even if you don't fast on it and drink it, you're still putting out crap from the bloodstream. It goes in there like a rocket. And all the kind of things that shouldn't be in there that cause problems, I don't know, like uric acid crystals and stuff that cause arthritis, stuff that cause our joints to be stiff and to us to be on walking sticks by the time we're 60, blockages that blockages that cause heart attacks at 30, strokes, and people dying early, blockages in the body that cause Alzheimer's, right? That these beta amyloid plaques. What happens is when you drink 0 ppm distilled water, which some people say is dangerous and not healthy and only good for detoxification. No. It's good for everything. It goes in there, it cleanses out the pipes. That's the most important purpose of water. It's not nutrients. The purpose of water is to go out there and cleanse the pipes. And when the pipes are cleansed, when the pineal is opened, you can reach your higher self. Blockages. So long as there's, it's breaking up. So long as there's toxins in your body, heavy metals, toxins, and all these kind of things, you will suffer, and you will not be the healthiest, best version of yourself. There's a giant conspiracy to keep the pineal calcified. Your third eye, your spiritual superpowers, your God molecules, DMT is made here. You can't make the God. You can't see God. That's all calcified up. How do you decalcify it? Yeah, distilled water, man. Which I've got going on here, and I hope everyone wants it or is on distilled water. You know, it's powerful. I do believe in structuring it too, so sunlight, magnetism to make it more powerful. But I believe that without structuring it, even, it's still powerful. So you do what you can, but make sure you drink it. Make sure you buy the £100 to £200 mega home distiller. And make sure you drink it. And a lot of it, too. Go through periods of dry fasting, go periods of cleansing the pipes with the water. It's super powerful. It just goes in there, like I said, and sweeps up all the crap that shouldn't be in there. And especially do water fasting with distilled water. I'm looking forward, now that I've got my new machine, to do dry fasting. I'll get back on longer than 24 hours, but I also want to experiment now with my my water I've got here, distilled water. I want to cleanse the pipes of it and see what kind of results I get. I'm sure I'm going to get great results. Structured distilled water. It's super powerful, and remember, it's in fruits and vegetables too. It's that kind of special structured distilled water. It's in rainwater, and it's in the machine that I'm making right now, and it's fucking amazing, and I love it, and I'll always be on it, and it's my favourite water to drink, and it's cheap too. So you pay the £100 to £100 for the machine, and it just lasts forever, and you reuse, and you clean it every now and again, and there we go. How simple is that? How simple is hell? How cheap is hell? It's pretty simple. And if you can't afford distill, just know that you've also got rainwater and you've also got your P2, which is distilled water. It's great. So maybe do both. But if you can't afford distill, you don't want to pay the £100, £200, you drink your own pee and you'll be fine. So yeah, it's powerful. I mean, it's not even me that talks about it. Loads of people talk about it. Andrew Norton Webber brought us to knowledge, but who else was it? The Braggs. Paul Bragg. Paul Bragg was a very famous one. Wrote a book about apple cider vinegar, but he wrote a book about distilled water too. And he lived to about 100 years old on distilled water. Norman Walker, I think. Norman Walker's another legend that talks about distilled water. A lot of people understand the power stuff. It's just a giant fallacy. It's breaking up. It's a fallacy that it's a giant fallacy that's water that's dangerous and it shouldn't be drunk and it kills you. Like the Google says, the real conspiracy is that they don't want you drinking it because it is like a fountain of youth substance once it goes inside the body, distilled water, even from a machine. And of course, there's no interest in you taking care of your health because then you have no profit, you have no service to the pharmaceutical industry. And also, like I said earlier, it kind of decalcifies the pineal, just distilled water does. Even plain old machine distilled water that I've got going on there, you drink enough of that, you'll decalcify your pineal, and then when you decalcify your pineal, you'll make more DMT, and you'll see that that's the God molecule, right? The spirit molecule, DMT, you know, the one that's released when we're born and when we die in mass amounts. You can release loads when you're alive, too. If you're not a sleepy masses, and if you get on distilled water, you will. And that's what they don't want. They don't want you to relive your potential. You see how deep this goes? Yeah, this distilled water, it's deeper than keeping unhealthy. It's more like the conspiracy is they don't want to see they don't want you to see the reality that you're an all-powerful being here, with incredible potential and supernatural powers that you can access when your whole body's cleansed with distilled water, but also when your pineal specifically is cleansed and decalcified and grown bigger. It's not even about decalcification of the pineal. It's literally our pineal is atrophied over time. It used to be much bigger for our ancestors, and over time it's got smaller and smaller. What makes it bigger is sun gazing, aged urine therapy, distilled water. These things can make it bigger and regrow it. This used to be the main eye. Now it's only a hidden eye. Now we've got two eyes. Now we're looking out there, and this is tiny, and this one is to look inside, right? These two eyes are to look out at the outer world, which is important. We need that to survive. But this eye, which is atrophied over time, they don't want us to grow. It's calcified up. That's the inner world, right? That's the eye that looks inside. Looking at our inner world is more important than these eyes that look at my outside world. It's all about the inner world, because from the inner world comes the spiritual powers, and from distilled water comes your spiritual powers, and that's why the Google article is there. Oh, it's gonna kill you if you drink. Early death comes those who drink distilled water. No, supernatural fucking powers comes to those who drink distilled water, even from a machine. It's true. It's so true. And it's cheap too. So no excuses. Yep. No, you said it. Alright, thanks for joining me, and have an amazing day. Drink some distilled water. I'm excited to get my batch going. It's only my second batch. I'm pretty excited for it. And I'm thinking tomorrow I'm going to maybe not eat and do a 48-hour distilled water fast. I'm thinking that too, with and structure it outside. So I'm going to collect it now, I've got the magnets under it. Just show you quickly. I've got the magnet under it, the magnetic water coaster, and I'll leave it out for like, it'll just constantly, it's super powerful. Structure it in the summer, essentially. Wow, it's going to be powerful. I make it more powerful because, I don't know, it's still powerful about it, but you want to really make it that oomph. And it gives it even more, it's got a nice flavour anyway, 0 ppm comes out of the mega home, but it makes even nicer tasting when you got structure it. It's amazingly powerful. What a superpower thing to relive your potential, and like I said earlier, to remove the blockages. I also said about the heavy metals. I did a post about heavy metals. You know, heavy metals are a huge concern to all of us. We live in a society where we're constantly breathing in loads of heavy metals, cadmium, mercury, lead. It's not even our fault. There's so much man-made stuff in my room, leaching out all kinds of plastic and crap and heavy metals, right? So one way to get rid of, one easy way but powerful way that's underestimated to get rid of heavy metals is distilled water, plain old distilled water. It really does. It's amazing, constant. And they're drinking tap water? Ooh, ouch. Yeah, ouch. Okay, so that was it. Thanks for watching. Have a lovely day. Drink your distilled. And it's nice weather in the UK. It's sunny. It's been hot, so I've been doing some naked shit. It's been amazing. So hope you've got loads of sun. If you haven't, remember the clouds and look up to the sky. Cloud gaze is still powerful too. Alright, peace.